Hello and welcome to my video. This is going to be a little different and interesting because I had this painting idea inspired by this interview. Evan Peters is one of my favorite actors. I have a lot of respect for his talent. I think it's really interesting because in this roundtable interview it talks about the actor's struggles and going through and participating in darker roles and what they're filmed in. So I showed a few clips of what initially inspired the painting design, and so I'm going to show that before the actual painting. So feel free, if you want to just skip right to the painting, you're more than welcome to do that, but if you want to watch the videos for context.
Like not wanting to play any more bad guys. Why not? What does that do to you?
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just, it's just incredibly difficult. I mean, your guys' characters are all...
decided to leave, but his reasons were very serious. According to him, the show took too much of a toll on his mental health that he couldn't keep up with it anymore. Peters had participated for 8 seasons, which is truly impossible to imagine. However, he needed a break from the project and the dark psychotic characters. He said in an interview, "I'm goofy, I'm silly, I like to have fun. I don't like to yell and scream. I actually hate it. I think it's disgusting and really awful, and it's been a challenge for me. Horror stories sort of demanded that of me." What's more, he believed that those types of scenes managed to integrate into his life.
The question you just asked is a really sort of poignant one. I mean, for the rest of you, I mean, these are dark places that you're inhabiting. When, at the end of the day, can you go have your soup and be you, or are you, and how does that sort of weigh on you?
Stuff is going to come home with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if it's not you, like you're physically going through something, so your
Totally.
body has some sort of sense memory. There's something going on.
What does
It
that
was a
look
strange.
like? Yeah.
Right, I was like, oh, I'm not doing it right? So then I went in the corner and then I was looking at the wall and I was like, come on, devil, right? Come to me, because I had to do something like crazy, right? Had nightmares for a month. So it does come
to it or after?
After. Like I had nightmares every day, like I felt that energy.
Oh, interesting.
You know, and I had to pray and do all this stuff to like get rid of it. And, you know, you call your mom up and you're like, bring me back to life. And that stuff is real. That stuff really is real.
Praying, I'll pray before a big scene. I'll say, I know, not to who I conceive it to be, but just let me do your work, man. What do you want me to,
Yeah, maybe.
And I think that same guy, whoever that thing is out there, is kind of prepping me all the way along, You think about it, and sometimes you can bring it like it sounds like you were doing. You bring it into your conscious self, and you can play.
Vision hold. Yeah, I'm interested in exploring the light.
Yes.
So here is the painting portion of the video. This is a time-lapse painting and it's a little rough around the edges. I would admit it's not perfect by no means. I only spent about 2 hours on it, so I wasn't going to be super hypercritical of my work in this, but I just wanted enough to get the concept down. So I really loved the quote that Evan gave, is him saying, "I'm more interested in discovering the light." So that was really what kicked off this composition here. So it's going to be him as the central focus, but he's surrounded by like a maze of mirrors reflecting to him dark roles in the past that he has played in, but they're all kind of murky, vague, shadowy. Him being quite literally surrounded by these ominous figures, literal reflections of the characters he's played as in his past. And off camera, off portrait, you see his eyes are looking towards the light that he says he's wanting to discover. And that would guide him outside of the mirror maze. See what I did there? Kind of cool. But like I said, I wanted to keep the reflections vague silhouettes instead of defining details too much because I wanted Evan to be the point and center of the composition, him in the most focus and detail. If I were too go back and make more detail, then I would make the figures even more uncanny and vague and detailed in that regard. I think this was a really cool and fun piece to do really quickly, just on the spot, inspired. But I don't think Evan will ever hear this, but I'm really happy for him. I'm really proud of him that he's wanting to prioritize his health and his mental health. And I really just want him to be in a better state of mind in general. And so I'm excited for his future career.